ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। You can repeat after me. कर्माणि कतिविधानि सन्ति इति चेत्
कर्माणि कतिविधानि सन्ति इति चेत्
आगामि सञ्चित प्रारब्धभेदेन त्रिविधानि सन्ति।
आगामि कर्माभिज्ञाने त्रिविधानि सन्ति।
आगामि कर्म किम्?
आगामि कर्म किम्?
ज्ञानोत्पत्त्यनन्तरं ज्ञानिदेहकृतम्।
ज्ञानोत्पत्त्यनन्तरं ज्ञानिदेहकृतम्।
पुण्यपापरूपं कर्म यदस्ति तत् आगामि इत्यभिधीयते।
पुण्यपापरूपं कर्म यदस्ति तदा आगामीत्यभिधीयते।
सञ्चितं कर्म किम्?
सञ्चितं कर्म किम्?
अनन्तकोटिजन्मनां बीजभूतं सत्।
अनन्तकोटिजन्मनां बीजभूतं सत्।
यत् कर्म जातं पूर्वार्जितं तिष्ठति तत् सञ्चितं ज्ञेयम्।
यत् कर्म जातं पूर्वार्जितं तिष्ठति तत् सञ्चितं ज्ञेयम्।
प्रारब्धं कर्म किम् इति चेत्
प्रारब्धं कर्म किम् इति चेत्
इदं शरीरम् उत्पाद्य इह लोके एव सुखदुःखादिप्रदं यत् कर्म तत् प्रारब्धम्।
इदं शरीरम् उत्पद्य इह लोके एव सुखदुःखादिप्रदं यत् कर्म तत् प्रारब्धम्।
भोगेन नष्टं भवति प्रारब्धकर्मणां भोगादेव क्षयः इति।
भोगेन नष्टभवति प्रारब्धं कर्मणां भोगादेव इति
संचितं कर्म ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि इति निश्चयज्ञानेन नश्यति आगामि कर्म अपि ज्ञानेन नश्यति
आगामि कर्म अपि ज्ञानेन नश्यति
किंच आगामि कर्मणां नलिनीदलगतजलवत् ज्ञानिनां सम्बन्धः नास्ति
आगामि कर्मणां नलिनीदलगत जलवत् ज्ञानिनां सम्बन्धो नास्ति
किंच ये ज्ञानिनां स्तुवन्ति भजन्ति अर्चयन्ति
किंच ये ज्ञानिनां स्तुवन्ति भजन्ति अर्चयन्ति
तान् प्रति ज्ञानिकृतम् आगामि पुण्यं गच्छति
तान् प्रति ज्ञानिकृतम् आगामि पुण्यं गच्छति
ये ज्ञानिनं निन्दन्ति द्विषन्ति दुःखप्रदानं कुर्वन्ति
ज्ञानिनं निन्दन्ति द्विषन्ति दुःखप्रदानं कुर्वन्ति
तान् प्रति ज्ञानिकृतं सर्वम् आगामि क्रियमाणं यद्वाच्यं कर्म पापात्मकं तत् गच्छति
तान् प्रति ज्ञानिकृतं सर्वमागामि क्रियमाणं यद्वाच्यं कर्म पापात्मकं तत् गच्छति
Okay, now we can mute your mic. In the previous classes, we have seen the three types of karma: prarabdha karma, sanchita karma, and agami karma. We also have seen how these three types of karmas of a jnani, it gets destroyed in the wake of knowledge, self-knowledge, atma jnana. Since all the karmas gets destroyed, since all the karmas in the account of a jnani are destroyed in the wake of jnanam, jnani doesn't have punarjanma. It doesn't have rebirth. Punarapi janam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. It is not there for a jnani. That is samsara, which is in the form of punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. It is not there for the jnani. Why? Because bijabhutam karma, the seed for the punarjanma, it is destroyed. And what is the seed for the punarjanma? Karma. Karma is destroyed. And karma being not there, therefore no punarjanma for a jnani. And we know there are three karmas. And we have seen how the three karmas gets destroyed. The prarabdha karma of a jnani, it gets exhausted by experience. That a jnani has to experience while living. Till the end of this life, the jnani has to experience prarabdha karma. It means the jnani doesn't have to experience prarabdha karma like an ajnani. Because he knows that he is Atma, and his vision towards the Jagat and himself is totally changed because of Jnanam. So the exhaustion of prarabdha karma by experience is not like that of a exhaustion by an ajnani. There's a difference. But the point is the prarabdha karma also has to be exhausted. because the karma has already been started. The bow, the arrow has already been launched from the bow. So it cannot stop in the middle. So it has to travel for some time and get stopped at some point. And that point is it's the death, the final stage of life. And we have seen Sanchita karma, it also gets destroyed for a Jnani. How? When the Jnani knows that he is Atma, that when the knowledge arises, the kartrutvam goes away. Agam karta ityadi abhimana goes away. So once the kartrutvam goes away, Sanchita karma also gets destroyed. And the agami karma, that is the karma which Jnani has done in this life, before Jnanam or after Jnanam, what happens to those karma? And we have seen there are two types of agami karma. That is the agami karma which the Jnani has done, the phalam of that is supposed to fructify after death. That is one type. And the other type is the karma phala is supposed to fructify while living. So two types are the agami. So the agami karma which is supposed to fructify after death, since Jnani doesn't have punarjanma, there is nothing called after death for a Jnani. And therefore, those agami karma, it joins with Sanchita karma and they also get destroyed. And what is left out now? The left out is only the agami karma which is supposed to fructify while living in the form of punya and papa. And what happens to that agami karma? That also we have seen. The agami punyam of the Jnani, it goes to the people who worship Jnani. Ye stuvanti, ye bhajanti, ye archayanti, tan pratigachanti. Agami punyam. Whereas the papam, though the Jnani will not do deliberately papam, there could be some papam which a Jnani can do. It's not deliberately, but it happens. And therefore, those agami papam, it will go to the people who are critical of Jnani. Those who criticize Jnani. Ye nindanti, ye dvishanti, tukka pradhanam kurvati, tan pratikachanti, agami papam. And therefore, now finally, Jnani will not have any balance in his karma account. He will have nil balance, zero balance. And therefore, since there is no karma in his account, there is no punarjanma for a Jnani. Since karma is a cause for punarjanma, and karma being not there, that is the cause for punarjanma being not there is no punarjanma for a Jnani. So up to this we have discussed in the previous classes, and today we'll continue further. Two more lines are left out. We will read that. We can repeat. Tatha cha atmavit samsaram tirtva brahmanandam yaiva prapnoti.
तथा च आत्मवित् संसारं तीर्त्वा ब्रह्मानन्दं प्राप्नोति.
Do you have difficulty in reading the sentence?
No.
The text
I have it in Telugu, so I'm reading happily.
No, you should not read in Telugu.
Sorry, I forgot where I put the Sanskritam, the one what you sent it. So this is what I quickly opened it. Sorry.
Okay. By this time, you should be familiar to read Sanskrit sentences.
I can. I just didn't find it.
No, I'm not telling you only. I'm telling everybody.
Yeah.
Sanskritam sentences if at all, if you are doing your regular prayers like Vishnu Sahasranamam or Lalita Sahasranamam or any chanting for that matter, if you do, don't do it in your mother tongue. Always have the Sanskrit script, Devanagari script, and read that. So, having been, having learned Sanskritam for a long time, now you should be familiar with Sanskritam and always read the Sanskrit script, Devanagari script. That which is in Sanskritam, that should be written only in Sanskritam, not in any other language.
Clarity
I found it. What page are we on, Sanghamitraji?
No. I am having my iBook, so I'm using my mobile to see that. I can't read properly. That's it.
I have it in iBook. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
I'm not saying
page number is 16. We are at the page number 16.
16? I only have 14 pages. Okay, no mind.
Last page. That's the last page.
Okay, fine. Please listen.
Okay.
Discuss this later. So the last line of the text. This is the last line of the text.
Okay.
You go to the last portion of the text, the last line, last first one. Okay, I said this in general, not a... Okay. Sarati shokam atmavit iti shrutehe.
Tarati shokam atmavit iti shrutehe.
Okay, this is the last but one line of the text. This is a Shruti quotation. So you can mute your mic now. Tatacha atmavite samsaram tirtva brahmanandam ihaiva prapnoti tarati shokam atmavite iti shrutehe. So the Shruti is tarati shokam atmavite Shruti. So it is the quotation given by the author from the Shruti. The next line will be the quotation given from the Smriti. That we will see later. So we will first discuss this sentence. Tarati shokam atmavite shokam tarati. Atmavite. Atmavite means the one who knows Atma. Atmanam veti iti atmavite. The one who knows Atma. Atma is, the Pratipadikam of Atma is Atman Nakaranta. Atma, Atmanu, Atmana, Atmanam. Atmanam veti. The one who knows veti. With dhatu. From that only you get Veda also. So the one who knows himself, the Atma, is an Atmavit. Brahmam veti iti Brahmavit. Shastram veti iti Shastravit. So the compound, simple compound. So the person who knows Atma is Atmavit. He crosses sorrow. Shokam tarati. Atmavit shokam tarati. He crosses sorrow. He crosses sorrow means what? He is free from shokam, dukkham, sorrow. Therefore, Atmavit, the knower of the Atma, samsaram tirtva. Tirtva, tva pratyaya, tridhatu. It means having crossed the ocean of samsara, tirtva. Samsara is compared to the ocean. Samsara is a big ocean for the ajnani, not for the jnani. For a jnani, it is no more a ocean. For a jnani, samsara is no more an ocean. Because samsara is just it's a mirage. The ocean is just a mirage for him. The samsara, sagara is just a mirage. There is no samsara really speaking. Therefore, it is not that jnani crosses the real ocean of samsara. Ocean itself is not real. It is mithya. If it is the real ocean of samsara, then even a jnani cannot cross. And therefore, here the ocean of samsara is not real. It is mithya. Then what is the samsara? The notion of samsara is agam karta, agam bhokta, agam purushaha, agam stri, agam brahmanaha, agam shudraha, agam sukhi, agam dukhi. All these are notions, and this is samsara, and this is not real. When this is not real, so the knowledge about that which is not real should be replaced by the clear knowledge, the real knowledge. Therefore, knowledge is required. Therefore, jnanam is required. Jnanam can only remove ajnanam. And by jnanam, the samsara which seems to be real, it is crossed, tarati. Samsara will be real for you as long as your notions about yourself and the Jagat are strong and real for you. And the notion is the wrong notion. So samsara becomes real for you. When the right knowledge, when the right vision, samyak jnanam, it is gained through shastra pramanam and through guru upadesha, then the words destroy samsara by giving jnanam, and therefore samsara is as though crossed. Samsara is therefore crossed. Since it is not real, therefore by knowledge it is as though crossed. That is why we say jnanena eva samsara nivritti. Only by jnana samsara can be removed. Otherwise not possible. And the very fact that knowledge can destroy samsara itself shows that samsara is not real. Jnana plavena sarvam santarishyati. Plava means boat. So by the boat of knowledge, you cross the ocean of samsara, and the samsara ocean is a mirage ocean. And the mirage ocean as though dries up when you know Atma with the pramanam of the Shastra and the Guru Upadesha. And therefore, there is nothing to cause any concern for me to cross this samsara saga, because there is nothing to cross really. Samsara tarana jnanena eva attvavitu bhavati. And samsara tirtva brahmanandam igaiva prapnoti. Iga eva prapnoti. Here the anandam is brahmanandam is brahmanaha anandam. Brahmanandam. Anandam brahmano vidvan navibheti kutaschaneti. So the one who knows the ananda, the ananta, the anantatvam of Brahma, the limitlessness of Brahma, which is nothing but oneself. The one who knows that is free from any sense of limitation. And this Brahmanandam is called moksha, freedom. And by knowledge, the person gets Brahmanandam, moksha. When the person gains ihaiva, iha eva, here itself. Here itself means asmin loke, in this world, in this birth itself, in this shariram itself, asmin sharire eva, in this body itself. When the body is alive, you become free. So Shastram doesn't promise freedom after death. If it promises after death, then how do we believe that? So you become free while living, not after death. Therefore, the freedom what we are talking about is in this shariram itself, in this janma itself. If we say the freedom is gained after death, then it means, it implies travel. So I have to travel till death, and after death also I have to travel. So you have to travel, keep traveling. Then you get freedom. That is the idea which doesn't have, it's a belief which doesn't have any baseless belief. When you know that Aham Atma, and Atma being not subject to destruction, the Atma doesn't have beginning. It is beginninglessly present. It is what the Vastu is, Nitya Vastu. And therefore, as Atma, you don't die. And therefore, No travel is involved. No travel is involved after death. And that is why the freedom is possible while living. That is called Jivan Mukti. And what do we say when a person dies? We say the person departs from the body. When a person dies, he departed from the body. There is no death for the person. What we say, the word itself, what we use, if you observe, the person departs. It means he vacates the body. It means a person goes away from the body, leaving the body here itself. It means there is no death for the person. The person departs. There is only departure for the person. With respect to the body, he is dead. He leaves the body. The body is dead, but not the person. And the person goes to another place. He goes to another place, and depending on his karma, again he is reborn and takes some other appropriate janma. Therefore, the person who leaves the body, he travels. That is why we use the word also, departed soul. And what the rituals, what we do, all the pitri karma, what we do for the it's only for the departed soul. Because the departed soul travels. We don't do the pitri karma for the dead body. The body may be dead, but not the person. The person is still there. He travels from place to place in the form of birth and death of the body which he takes. So we are not doing ritual for the dead body. We are doing ritual for the departed soul. The departed, that is why departed is called pitru in Sanskrit. All the pitri karma is only for the departed, pitru. Therefore, the person who has departed, is there in some form, somewhere. So the very word departed itself shows it means traveler. He travels. The jiva travels. Whereas the person who discovers Aham Atma, and Atma being not subject to birth or destruction, Ajataha, no birth, Aham Ajataha, I am unborn, as Atma, Aham Ajataha. Therefore, there is no death, there is no birth for me. Najayate mriyate va kadachit. Gita says. Therefore, as Atma, identified with Atma, Jnani is ijaiva eva brahmanandam prapnoti. As Atma is not born, Jnani is also not born. As Atma is not subject to destruction, Jnani is also doesn't have destruction. Being identified with Atma, there is no Janma, Marana, Samsara. Therefore, the one who knows Aham Atma is not born and there is no death for him. Whatever that is born only dies. Whatever that is born, that only dies. Yatasyahi dhruvo murtigo dhruvam janma mritasya. That which is born, it dies. It dies for sure. There is no samshaya. But I am not born. I know Aham Atma. Therefore, I am not born. And therefore, there is no coming or going for me, for a jnani. Therefore, this one who knows Aham Atma, Aham Brahmatma iti jnana, one who has his jnanam, that person, for him, igaiva, asmin loke, asmin janmani, asmin dehe eva, mokshaha, is liberated in this shariram itself. Therefore, saha brahmanandam ihaiva prapnoti. He gets the brahmanandam. How do you translate brahmanandam? Bliss of Brahman. Anandam is generally people translate as bliss. It is not bliss. We don't use the word bliss. Because the word bliss, it implies some experience. We are not talking about experience. Because any experience, it is subject to limitation. If Brahmanandam, if it is experiential, then we don't know what Brahmanandam really is. Therefore, there is nothing called bliss of Brahman. It is not an experience. It is not an anubhava. We use the word bliss when we refer to the happiness of some superior quality. When we get happiness, higher happiness, say the happiness in a higher measure, and that happiness continues for a length of time, then we call it as bliss because it is experience. Like when we are in the deep sleep state, so where we are happy, and that too we are not aware of happiness in sleep. Only after we wake up, we recount our experience and say it was a bliss. It means it is experiential. It is experiential. But here, the Brahma, what we are talking about, is not experiential. If it is experiential, it also goes away. If it goes away, then why should we aspire for Brahma? If it goes away, then it is samsara. Therefore, we are not talking about that experiential bliss. What we are talking about is the ananda, which is one's own swarupam. Brahma swarupam eva brahmananda. The swarupananda eva brahmananda. That is what we are talking about, and therefore that Brahma is what is now available. Right now, what is available is Brahma. Right now, what is available is the Brahma. The world, what I am experiencing is Brahma. Everything is Brahma. If everything is Brahma, then who am I? I am also a part of everything. When I say everything, I should not exclude myself. I am also Brahma only. I cannot be other than Brahma. And what about the difference between me and the Jagat? That difference is also Brahma. When everything is Brahma, what is the difference? The difference also Brahma only. So both the subject and the object, they both have the being in Brahma. And the difference also is Brahma only. Therefore, there is only one consciousness, and that is a swarupa of myself. That is what is called Brahmanandaha. And the one who knows Aham Brahmatma, he gets the Brahmanandam prapnoti. Therefore, Tatacha means, which means in this way, Atmavit, the knower of the Atma, Samsaram Tirtva, Samsaram is Vidya Bhakti, having crossed the ocean of Samsara, and Samsara is not a real Samsara, it is a mirage. Therefore, it crosses by knowledge, and the knowledge is indicated by the word with. What knowledge? Atma knowledge, self-knowledge, Atmavit. So, Atmavit Samsaram Tirtva, Brahmanandam Prapnoti, Kada Igaiva, in this Janma itself. Therefore, Tarati Shokam Atmavit, Iti Shrutehe. Iti Shrutehe means Shruti. Shruti is the quotation of the Shruti. What Shruti is that? Tarati Shokam Atmavit Shruti. He crosses the ocean of samsara. Shokam tarati. And shokam is sorrow, dukkam. And freedom is, dukkam is what we desire. And that is called the moksha. And therefore, moksha is a purushartha. That is only purushartha what we aspire for. And how do you get that? By knowing Atma. Therefore, Atma with the shokam tarati. One becomes free from being subject to sorrow. He becomes free from sorrow. It doesn't mean that sorrow will not come to the person. It doesn't mean sorrow will not come to the person. Sorrow will come. But what happens is that your vision about yourself has changed because of jnana. And therefore sorrow will not touch you. Sorrow cannot cause any dent in you. You will accept even the sorrow, any experience, it is as the order of Ishvara. So once you accept everything as being in the order of Ishvara, you will not label any experience as sorrow or happiness and worry, anxiety. Will not label it. You know that you are Brahma. Therefore, how can sorrow afflict you? How can sorrow afflict Brahma? Therefore, even to say that I am not subject to sorrow, even to say I am subject to sorrow, it is not true. Because you become free, because you are Atmavit, the knower of the Atma. And the Atma being free, that knowledge, I am not subject to sorrow, it makes you the Atmavit. Therefore, as Atma, you are not subject to sorrow. I am not subject to sorrow, it is not just a wishful thing. It is not just a thought. It is pure jnana, knowledge. And seeing that, having that vision clearly, it makes me free from sorrow and cross the ocean of samsara. And the Shruti says, the knower of Atma, having crossed the ocean of samsara, attains limitless ananda. Since the jnani is not identified with the body, even when the body is undergoing pleasure and pain, the jnani is complete, is purna. Therefore, Shruti Pramanam says, Atmavit Shokam Tarati. And this Atmavit Shokam Tarati Shruti, it is Chandogya Shruti. In Chandogya Upanishad, it occurs. In Mundaka also it occurs, but in Mundaka it occurs differently. Sayoga vai tatparam brahma veda brahmaiva bhavati na asya brahma vitkule bhavati tarati shokam tarati papanam bhuvagrantibhyo bhimukto amruto bhavati. If you remember, in Mundaka also it comes tarati shokam. Atmaviti tarati shokam, the exact line occurs in Chandogya Upanishad. And this idea is also occurs in Mundaka Upanishad. That is what the author quotes here. So the last but one word is the Shruti Pramana. By quoting the Shruti Pramana, the author says, this is the Pramanam of the Shruti. I am not saying my own belief or idea. Shruti says, by quoting the Shruti means you are reinforcing, you are substantiating your point by quoting from the Shruti. So the last but one, that is the line what we read, it is Shruti. Then the author gives another quote which is from the Smriti. Smriti also shares the same view. That is the next sentence, and you can repeat after me. Tanum tyajatu va kashyam shvapachasya grihe atava.
Tanum tyajatu va kashyam shvapachasya grihe atava.
Jnana samprapti samaye mukto asau vigatashayah iti smritehe.
Jnana samprapti samaye mukto vigatashayah iti.
Okay. So the two quotations, one from the Shruti, other from the Smriti. It completes the Pramana quote. Okay. So the author substantiates, he presents the teaching in line with the Shastra. That's what he wants to say. What I say is not my own idea. That what I say is as per the Shruti and the Smriti. First he gives Shruti and then Smriti. Smriti also shares the same vision. There is a belief that if one dies in Kashi, Varanasi, the person will go to Swarga. That is why a lot of people go to Kashi and they wait for death to happen so that they will get Swarga. They will get freedom. This is a belief. Therefore, let this jnani die in Kashi or Shvapachasya Grige. Shvapachasya Grige means the house of a dog eater, meat eater. Means the person who doesn't have the culture. So, wherever the Jnani, whether the Jnani dies in Kashi or in the house of the dog eater, Tanum Tyajatu. Tanum Tyajatu. Tanum means Shariram. Tyajatu. Give up. Tanum Tyajatu. Kashyam va Shupachasya Grigeva. Either in Kashi or in the house of a dog eater. One is highly sacred, other one is not sacred. So, in two extreme opposites are given, two extremes are given. Therefore, when the person, the Jnani dies in Kashi or in the house of a dog eater, Jnana Samprapti Samaye Aso Muktaha. The person who is already free, who is already Muktaha when he gained knowledge. So, whether he dies in Kashi or just Sikriti, wherever he dies, the place doesn't have any significance for him. He is not liberated because of the special place of death or the special time of death. Since Jnana Samprapti Samaye Eva Muktaha, since already he is liberated in the time when he got Jnanam, so where he dies doesn't matter. Let him die in the dog eater's house or let him die in the most sacred place like Kashi. It is all one and the same for a Jnani. Because he is no more dependent on anything for his liberation, for his freedom. Therefore, Vigata Shayaha, it means the one who has no Ashaya, is Vigata Ashaya. All the Ashayaha, Vigataha Yasmat, it is Samasa. All the Ashayas have gone away from whom is a Jnani. It means that the person doesn't have any particular place for liberation. The person doesn't have any particular Ashraya. Ashraya is Ashaya. So, the person doesn't depend on any particular place to become free. Because being Atma is there, is all. What is here is only Atma. And therefore being Atma is everywhere. It doesn't die at all. Therefore he is a Jnani. And this is the quote which the author gives. It is Smritescha. Iti Smriti. Smriti says. And what is Smriti? It is a quotation from Mahabharata, it seems. I don't know where exactly it occurs in Mahabharata. It is from Mahabharata. So with this, Tattvabodha Prakaranam Samaptam. Iti Tattvabodha Prakaranam Samaptam. This Prakarana Grantha, which is the book the beginners of Vedanta generally read, which unfolds the subject matter. The subject matter is Jnana, which unfolds the subject matter. And the prakriyas, the different prakriyas which the Upanishads and which different Upanishads adopt, those methods also, which are used in the Vedanta Shastra, that also this Prakarana Grantha unfolds. That's why it is called a Prakaranam, and Prakaranam is Tattvaviveka Prakaranam. Tattvaviveka Prakaranam, that is what in the beginning we saw. Tattvaviveka Prakaranam Pakshyamaha. Tattvabodha Prakaranam, Tattvaviveka Prakaranam. That is the Grantha, which is Prakarana Grantha, which talks about the knowledge, Bodha. Bodha means knowledge. The knowledge of what? Tattva, the Atma. Therefore it is called Tattvabodha, and Tattvabodha Prakaranam Samaptam. Samaptam means it is accomplished. Samapti, completed. Samapti means not that we have finished the text and close it, over. No, it's not that. It is Samapti, accomplished. The very endeavor, the task what we took up with expecting some result. That is samapti. So that is the end of Tattvabodha. And the jnani is not affected by karma while living, and after death also is not affected by any karma, and that he becomes liberated. That is substantiated by the Shruti and the Smriti statements. And after dropping the body, the jnani gets videha mukti, and the liberation, the moksha of a jnani doesn't depend on any particular place. Let him die wherever he likes, and whatever condition, he will not have any punarjanma. For janma, karma is necessary, and for jnani, since there is no karma, since he is one with Brahman, there is no punarjanma. And that was the author states by quoting from the Shruti and the Smriti. With that, Tattvabodha Prakaranam Samaptam. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha. Thank you.
Dhanyavadaha.
That doubts will come.
Dhanyavadaha.
So we took 58 classes. It means 1 year, more than a year.